Okay, hello everyone, Exacto here. Let's get into the first of our series of games using the Ahri deck in our Riftbound A to Z challenge. So let's go ahead, let's simulator try it out this deck. Let's find a random match against an opponent here on Rift Atlas for a best of 3 game. Let's see who we get first time. Okay, looks like our first match is against a Rumble deck. That's interesting. Non-meta versus non-meta. So for my first battlefield, I'm going to pick Treasure Hoard. I want to save Grove of the Godwillow for if I'm going first, and as you see, I am not going to go first this time. So for my mulligan, I see I have a 2-drop and a Defy, a Blue Sentinel, and I'm going to mulligan one of the Defies because I don't think I'm going to need 2. So let's see what I draw. I draw Foxfire as my first spell. On their turn 1, they play Gem Jammer. I'm going to respond with my turn 1 play, Mutated Mauser. My ideal start for this deck is exactly this. We're going to go 2-drop. We're going to take a battlefield. Ooh. They're going to try and kill me. I'm going to counter that. They don't want my guy to take a battlefield. He takes his battlefield there. He scores a point. Okay, good for him. I am going to move in. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move in on Treasure Hoard. I'm going to pass focus. I'm going to conquer there. And what I am going to do is I am going to now play my Blue Sentinel. I know this is going to deramp me, but it is really going to help me hold the battlefield here, and it's going to help me get some runic power when it holds. So we are going to try to mitigate the 2 runes that I've had to recycle so far. Like I said, this deck is not shy when it comes to recycling runes. One of the worries that I had with playing this deck. And you see, since we didn't go first, opponent is at 2 for holding. I am at 1 for holding. He plays his Rumble. Next have Assault 1. Deal 3 to a unit twice. Got no response to that. Gonna have to put the old Blue Sentinel in the graveyard. Gotcha. So, alright, what we are gonna do now, we are going to play. We're going to play Ahri to the battlefield. Once again, see, we got to recycle a spell, a recycle of runic power to play her. I'm predicting that he tries to move in with Rumble on that battlefield. So what I am going to do is I am going to actually hide Foxfire right there. And I'm going to, instead of playing out my Scuttle Crab, I'm going to leave up 2 mana for my Discipline, in case he has some type of effect to hurt my guys. Deal 6 to up to 2 units. Well, I don't think I have any response to that, so that is unfortunate. Which clears the way for him to move in and take that Treasure Hoard. Not great. Maybe I should have kept that Defy spell. Well, it wouldn't have done anything against Singularity anyway, so he is definitely ahead on board right now. We are going to start with playing Scuttle Crab to draw. Okay, there we go. And then we are going to have to pass because I don't think we can play any of our other spells right now. So there you go. And right now he's pretty much got this game locked up. Those removal spells really, really messed me up. So we're going to have to sideboard out of this the next game here. Really, the deramping really kind of screwed me up there. I don't have enough to play these big nasty spells, the Thousand Tail Watcher and the Vile Maw in my hand. He is going to retreat. Okay. Or he's going to play Bubblebot. I don't think he really has to play that at base. He could just move it in. Yeah, okay, he kind of shortcutted that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is kind of awkward here. If I move in with Scuttle Crab, that pushes him off of Gem Jammer. But I think what I'm gonna do, I can't do that. 7, 7. I need 8 to play Thousand Tail Watcher readied. Unfortunate. So we're gonna just try to dead draw out of this. We're gonna play Discipline. Bump that up to 2. Through, see if we draw anything. We didn't really draw anything. I don't think I can push him off any of these battlefields. So what we'll do is we'll move in here. Pass focus. Why is he at 4? Let's see. I did not read Rumble's. I did not read Rumble's ability there. So we are going to go. Rumble's ability there gives his guy shield. So knack 1. All right, now we will try and sideboard here. I think what we're going to do is we are going to bring in, definitely going to bring in Not So Fast because we want to stop those removal spells. We are also going to bring in, well, we bring in Emperor's Divide. I don't know if we do that. I think we're actually going to take out Thwonk because I don't see us tempoing them out because they're going to try and remove us a lot. Maybe I'll bring in Windwall and I will take out a Foxfire. Okay. All right, this time I know I'm going first, so I'm going to play Grove of the Godwillow. I think it's one of my better battlefields here. So looking at the hand here, we're going to take out Charm, and we're going to unfortunately take out Vile Maul. I want to keep Not So Fast, and I want to keep Defy to try and avoid those 2-drops. Or I'm sorry, I was thinking of a 2-drop. Luckily, I drew it, which I will play on my first turn here. Draw. And I was thinking that I needed to keep those counter spells. I need to keep the counter spells handy. We are going to move in with Scuttle Crab to the battlefield. We're going to pass focus, and we're going to conquer. We're also then going to follow that up by playing the scent. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to play Ahri instead. Maybe try to leave up some mana for a removal spell. Was a little bit sloppy there, but we'll see. Deal 3 to an enemy unit. We are going to defy that. All right, and Showdown, he scores his point there with the gold. All right, we're going to draw from the battlefield for Grove of the Godwillow. And now for our turn here, what are we going to do? We're going to keep up mana for Not So Fast. So what we're going to do to try and help us out with future purposes here, we're going to play our own Plundering Poro, and we're just going to end up passing turn. He has a lot of spells at his disposal, or a lot of mana to use, runes to use at his disposal, but we're going to keep mana open for our Not So Fast to try to keep up a counterspell against any of his removal spells that really messed us up in game 1 there. He's playing Bubblebot, sure. Going to play Noxus Hopeful, so he is really ramping up there, his guys. So what we are going to do is we're going to draw it again, another draw for okay. I don't know. And I guess we drew a Scuttle Crab there. It was kind of flipped over on the side. What we're going to do is we're going to move in. We're going to conquer on Ravenbloom Conservatory. Conquer and score, and we're going to add a gold. That's going to help us out in the future, and we're just going to kind of leave that Poro there to the wolves. Poor old Poro. We are going to continue to keep up some mana. We're going to play Mutated Mauser to the battlefield. And since I kind of want to keep up both of these tricks here, so we are going to keep both of them, pass it over, and say, can you move me off the battlefield? See what the opponent has in store for us. He is definitely getting outdrawn by us this turn. The Grove of the Godwill is really doing some good work, as I thought it really seemed like the best battlefield. You want to play that when you're going first, and you know you can really take control of the battlefields first. And see what he's going to do. He has a whole host of creatures at his disposal, but unfortunately our Ahri is going to shrink anyone that he moves in there. Exhaust all friendly units, then deal 12 to all units at the battlefield. Have any other spells for that? No, we don't. Okay, we're just going to have to say, sure, you got it. Say, okay, he has Against the Odds and Sprite Burst. Very nice. Good spell for him to roll out with here. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We are at 4. Did I put that in enough? Okay, I did. Okay, we are going to start with a crab to see if we can draw something interesting. Okay, we're going to draw. Anna. Nice. Okay. We'll play a Poro. And then we will play another crab. Get some more draws going. All right. End turn there. So he is definitely back in the driver's seat right there. That is why you play a spell like Unchecked Power to get you out of a behind situation, and it certainly did that for him, for sure. All right, he is going to be able to conquer there up to 3, and he's going to be able to conquer there up to 4. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We are going to do, we're going to actually play Thousand Tail Watcher this turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That, and we're going to burn blue, play Thousand Tail Watcher. Now that's going to shrink down all his guys. We're going to move in here first. Let's focus. Kill that one. Very good. We're going to move in here. Pass focus, but he gets to use that battlefield's ability. Nice. Pass focus there. Conquer and score. We'll make another gold token for us. And we will we're gonna hide Foxfire here. And we are going to keep up both Frigid Touch and Not So Fast. We are going to pass turn to him. We know he has Cleave. We know he has the +2 spell for every unit, the Against the Odds sideboard spell. And I forget what the other Sprite Burst. He already used the Sprite Burst, so he has 2. He has Cleave, and Sprite Burst in his hands. Looks like he's going to play his own Thousand Tail Watcher. Nice. Approved. So this goes down to 1. And this goes to... So, what might be interesting here is that, well, he's going to lose his Thousand Tail Watcher here, because what we are going to do is we're going to Frigid Touch him. Attempt to bring that down to 4. Right? Then we are going to attempt to play this, but it's not going to work out for us because he is going to then use his Against the Odds spell, which will bring him up to 6. Yep. There you go. Will be bumped off the battlefield. Unfortunate for us that he had his own Thousand Tail. He drew that off the top of his deck here. All right, so we get to draw our own spell, which I don't think helps us out. We are kind of drawing dead here. What could we have done to maybe play this one a little better? I don't know, though. Those 2 removal spells really messed us up in the first game. We just weren't able to hold on against their own Thousand Tail Watcher in this game. Okay, can we move them off the battlefield? I don't know if we can. Frigid Touch will shrink them down, but none of our guys come in ready, and they are at 6. That is just unfortunate, isn't it? I don't know if I can move you off. We might have to give him the old GG's. Say thank you for the games. We'll reveal what we had in hand. Unfortunate, an 0-2 start. We got a little message here from our opponent. Good guy. All right. Well, we'll add that to the tracker, and we will see how we do in the next one. So, unfortunate that we got 0-2'd there against a Rumble, but they had a nice suite of timely removal spells against us, and we unfortunately, through maybe my error by binning one of the Defies in Game 1, we didn't have answers for that. Game 2, it looked like, I thought at least we were in a pretty good spot to hold on to things with our Thousand Tail Watcher play, but unfortunately we got countered by their own Thousand Tail Watcher play. Very unfortunate for us, but it's all good. We will go to the next game, learning our lessons and hopefully playing a little better than that. So let's just add that to the tracker here. Let's see. All right. Current record 0-1, sad. Lost to Rumble. 0-2. Little frowny face there. Okay, let's move on to game 2.